evening. Oh, well, you responded. That's so sweet. The term used to describe children of military moms and dads is misleading. You know, brats. The word implies being spoiled, getting what you want, privilege. But these kids have to put up with unusual and difficult parenting styles that other so-called normal civilian children could only dream of. I know this because I am one of those brats. My father, a retired colonel in the Marine Corps, ran our house like a pristine aircraft carrier. Once I was old enough to walk, I learned the disciplinary code required of me to maintain my post in the Herrington barracks, aka our house. Here are a few of Colonel Dad's unwritten yet indisputable rules. Your room is to be immaculate at all times. No slouching. You are a Herrington. That means no whining. Walk with a purpose. That's just a few. We can go ahead and start with my bedroom. For some reason I could never quite understand, the bed is like the sacred tabernacle of the barrack. It must be kept spotless. And there are certain protocols, some of these are written down, for how one must make a bed, get out of bed. Well, it would be better if I just showed you, right? Here's how Colonel Dad tucked me in at night. At approximately 2100 hours, that's 9 p.m. for you civilian folk, I stood stone still in the front post of my bed. Sound off, he would yell. 1, I would respond. This portion of the tucking in never made sense to me until my little sister came along and was old enough to speak. Then in response to sound off, I'd respond 1. And little 2-year-old Christine would yell, 2? Then, as fast as I could, I had to dive in under my covers without fumbling. If I was too slow, Colonel would make me do it over. Sounds easy, I suppose, but like I said about the bed being sacred, there is a certain ceremonious procedure for making one's bed. It's like saran wrapping a sandwich, except with lots of rules. Colonel had specifications for exactly how to fold up the sheet under the mattress to make a perfect triangle when folding up the other end, purely exhausting, especially for me, 5 years old. So when it was time for me to actually go to sleep in my saran-wrapped burrito, I'd have to wiggle my way in under the tightly tucked sheets without causing so much as a wrinkle. And finally, once I was tucked in, the blankets and sheets wrapped around me so tightly you could almost hear me wheeze. Good night, Hog, my dad would say as he turned on the light. Not so bad, you might be thinking. Well, allow me to take you back to my first sleepover when I turned 10 years old. 10 girls came over with their Disney sleeping bags, mine was camo, to sleep in our basement and do normal, girly 10-year-old things, or so I thought. After the cake, games, and presents, I walked downstairs at 2100 hours to see 10 of my friends lined up in front of their sleeping bags. Sound off! 1! No, I thought. 2! Shit! Wait, I can't finish. That's a bad word. 3, 4, on and on, down the line they went. I was mortified. I just wanted a normal sleepover with a normal dad who would kindly tuck us in with a sweet good night so we could giggle and talk later into the evening hours like normal civilian kids. Then, good night, Hogs. My dad marched upstairs. Then a few minutes of dreadful silence. They think I'm a loser. I'm done for, I thought. Then the unexpected. Cass, your dad is the coolest, one of my friends whispered. To my surprise, a few others chimed in, agreeing with her. Well, he's actually a little weird, but my dad is so boring, just so normal. That gave me pause. Could normal dads be boring? I shimmied down under my camouflage poncho liner and lay there listening to my friends. Maybe it's not so bad being a brat after all.